for me, the biggest challenge is going to be the dancing. I'm going to have to start the dancing lessons very soon, I've been to a few Lebanese weddings, like I mentioned, and their biggest challenge is always, all the aunties, everyone bringing you up, and you need, it's a performance.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
They're going to be blown away. All right, guys, my name is Wendy El-Khoury, and I am here with Ibby and Victoria, who are planning their wedding. I'm so excited to be here with the co-founder of Esca Group, of course, Ibby, at Alia Restaurant in Sydney, Australia. We are going to talk about planning a wedding whilst leading a very busy life and how entrepreneurship works alongside weddings, both locally and around the world. So let's get started. As a starting point, we want to know balancing business and wedding. I would like to ask a question about managing multiple restaurants and planning your own wedding at the same time.
Honestly, Wendy, it's mission impossible, it feels like. Honestly, because it's not just managing the venues that we have, but we also have 4 venues in the pipeline. So we have 3 openings by the end of this year, and then 1 big opening, which, as you know, with openings, you can't control everything. Timing changes.
Of course.
I'm a little bit worried about the timing might fall towards like when we are planning our wedding too close, and it's stressful.
Yes.
Difficult, and it sometimes takes the joy out of the experience of planning your own wedding.
Yes.
But it's for good reasons, and I have an amazing partner.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
I've also said to her, I'm like, it's your wedding, it's our wedding.
Yes.
But I want her to champion it as much as possible and come to me with asking for opinions or stuff like that. But it's really, I want her to own it.
I think the main challenge of doing the main part of the planning is obviously we're hoping to have it in Lebanon.
Yes.
Which is not my country and my culture.
Yes.
I think we have a really good collaboration where I share my ideas and what I would like to be a part of it. And then Ibby becomes the main communicator through those vendors. But obviously having a big Lebanese community here, with lots of people like sharing their recommendations, their experiences.
And having you also on our side, Wendy, helps a lot as well, to be honest.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, we built our concierge for this reason. I think at Wedded Wonderland, we recognize that a lot of the couples that we actually work with do have full-time jobs, have very busy lives. Many people need to hire a planner to actually facilitate a lot of the wedding demand, as well as when it's a destination wedding, different time zone, different language, different expectations. You also have that heightened feeling with Lebanon where it's like, is it going to be okay? Is it not going to be okay? So it is challenging. I think it's about finding the right people who have worked these challenges before and working with experts. And that's why we've curated our concierge that way, because we want to be able to assist couples anywhere in the world, wherever they choose to plan a wedding. And you want it to be at that global level as well. This is what we say to a lot of the people we work with. There has to be international contracts. How are things actually paid? Meetings that need to take place, the communication, because as busy people have a certain level of expectations, I think, as well. So you want to be working with people who are working with many cross-cultural weddings. Actually, we suggested Jessie from Strawberries and Champagne as one of our leading planners. She planned a wedding in Lebanon whose great-grandfather was Lebanese, if you imagine. So I believe the bride actually was from Holland, but I'll have to confirm that. And the groom was German, but his great-grandfather was Lebanese. And they went on a holiday. They were I think they were in Cyprus or something. They decided to go over to Lebanon. They fell in love with Lebanon and said, this is where we're going to get married. So neither of them spoke Arabic, did not know anything about the lay of the land. And I think this is what modern couples are. You don't know when that connection's going to come from even cross-cultural. I mean, you told me you're from Norway. Your background, there are so many similarities. I feel Norwegian people love the outdoors. As Middle Eastern people, you'll always find us sitting outside rather than inside.
Yeah.
The Lebanese love nature, of course, which is, there are so many similarities. That's what we at Wedded Wonderland like to see reflected in a wedding. Because your wedding needs to be about you.
That's been the hardest part about planning as well. And especially as a bride, I think it can be quite overwhelming.
Yes.
There's so many trends. There's so much like almost it's quite easy to get lost
It is.
down the track.
Yeah.
You love this, but you love that. And then that might not necessarily align.
Yes.
And it might not look good
Yes.
in the greater picture. So I think even just having someone like you that always keeps the bride grounded.
Yeah.
But remember, this is what you want. You know, you're getting dragged into a different direction of what you told me you
Yes.
wanted and stuff. That's where I see a lot of value as well. It's like helping stay on, you know.
I stay on track. Yeah.
And then when you go to Lebanon, like, for example, if I were to host my wedding here in Sydney, I know who the videographer
Yes.
will be. I know who the photo, I know who the caterer will be. I know who the makeup person is going to be.
Yeah.
Like, when you're doing it in Lebanon, like, yes, I lived in Lebanon when I was 18. I moved here in Sydney. So I don't really know who
You don't have those contacts.
the
Yeah.
photographer or videographer, and I need someone to guide me
Yes.
because the last thing we want is the big day comes and we choose, for example, a photographer and the photo stone or the entertainer doesn't show up or...
Yeah, imagine. I mean, it has happened.
I can
Actually.
imagine. I can imagine. And that would put you in such a mad mood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine if she gets her makeup and it's like she looks at herself in the mirror and she's not happy.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
That would put her in such a bad mood for a very special, memorable day.
Yeah. That's why with our members, one big thing that we recognize through the journey, you know, Wedded Wonderland's been running for 13 years and we've had the whole world want to work with us and we want to work with the whole world, but there is a caliber and there is an expectation. And I think, you know, similar to you vetting a chef or someone coming and working in your kitchen or serving your guests, there's a certain caliber. There's an aesthetic, there's a vibe, there's a presentation that is required. And when you're working at a world-class level, our members do go through a vetting process because we want to ensure that they are set up correctly, that they can receive international payments, that they are verified by other trusted local vendors. You know, we have that process for that reason. Our couples are trusting us to connect them with people on the other side of the world. So really it's up to us to do our due diligence. Speaking about food, you mentioned catering. You know, this is an integral part of your lives.
Yeah.
Would like to understand, what does the brief look like when it comes to food and cuisine at your wedding?
He does not mess around with the food.
Okay, probably for me, for her, there are many more important things.
Yes.
For me, the most important thing is the food.
I can imagine.
I'm inviting friends. For me, this wedding, it's obviously a big day for us, but it's also an opportunity to invite a bunch of friends and her family to my home country.
You're hosting them in your home country.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
It is.
It's beyond just the one day of a wedding. It's a whole week for me. Every day.
Yeah.
And it's about showing my friends and my family where I grew up.
Yeah.
As Lebanese people, we're very proud. We always talk about how amazing Lebanon is. My best friend here is Australian and my business partner and etc. And like, I want to finally bring them home.
Yes.
And show them what our little country has to offer.
Yes. Yes.
Including food.
Including food. I mean, we have like a thing or two to offer, I think.
Right. And to be honest, I've thought a lot about it.
Yeah.
And I just want the most authentic Lebanese food at our wedding. What we imagine is little station, kibinaya station, little sage station, little salad station, skewers made to order. As you walk inside,
We want it to be the whole experience.
we want people I want like the old ladies, the tetas,
The data.
making the food.
Yeah. You got to keep it
I
authentic.
don't want anything like Western.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to be played with. I just want the most authentic
Yeah.
Lebanese meza and food
Yes.
there is. And I want it to be by the best caterer in Lebanon.
I think that, you know, food is so integral to the way that even us as Lebanese, we communicate and the way that we navigate a room. I heard someone say yesterday that Lebanese food is meant to be shared as a starting point. I did not know, I'm going to admit this, I did not know how to use a knife and fork until I was an adult. I'm not joking.
Yeah, because
I ate with a spoon and a fork if I was eating like food that was made like our tabakh, our traditional food, or with bread.
yeah.
Yeah, just with bread. So I did not know meat is not like cut like this. As Lebanese people, we don't really eat that way. So it was a very interesting quote because what he said is when you eat Lebanese food, everyone is eating the same food, but you look at everyone's plate and every single plate is different because people pick and choose what they like and they eat with the dips differently and the way that they eat their meat or their salad. So this is what keeps us as a community is we normally have one table, you know, where the food is placed and then we are all picking and choosing, right?
Making our own journey.
Exactly.
And it's not usually just a main in the middle.
No.
It's abundance.
It is abundance. We eat with our eyes first. That's what we say. We eat with our eyes first and then we start picking.
And the wedding.
It is like that, right?
And the wedding has to be also abundance when it comes to.
Yes. Yeah.
So we're very excited.
Yeah.
And I'm also nervous because I need it to be right. And usually, obviously, so anything across the Esca, anything that goes on any menu has to come, I make the final approval. So to not be able to make the final approval at our own
that's
wedding.
That's a big deal, hey?
It's a big trust.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot of trust in that person.
Yeah.
I hope they don't mess it up.
Look, I think entertainment and food in Lebanon is world class. I definitely can attest to the fact that if you do wine and dine in Lebanon, it is like nowhere else in the world.
Agreed.
And I do believe that the weddings that are taking place in Lebanon and even the talent that comes out of Lebanon, you know, globally. I mean, look at what you've achieved in Australia. We're so proud,
Thank you.
You know, and I believe that, you know, whenever I mention your name in any room, people who run Lebanese businesses we love working with Ibby, and, you know, what he's created is incredible and it is at a different level. And I think it's extraordinary. So I just want to congratulate you on that as well.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, really. From a wedding perspective, in terms of your vision and what you want to see happen, we've spoken about the food. Let's talk a little bit about culture and potentially what entertainment may look like. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. What do you like about the entertainment component? Will it be traditional Lebanese? Will you have, I'm not sure what Norwegian entertainment is like.
I think we've got a beautiful balance. I've been lucky enough to be at a few Lebanese weddings in Lebanon, which I absolutely love. So I think we've seen enough of the different styles to know what we want.
Yes.
We definitely want a fun way of involving drummers without it, you know, becoming
overwhelming
the entire mood of the night.
Yeah.
You know? I think we're quite aligned when it comes to that in terms of live entertainment.
Yeah.
I like to have, but I also love the traditional, you know, bands with the 5 men sitting around with all that.
Daoud.
I had Daoud at my husband's birthday, and I had like a 3-piece band. At our wedding, we had the didgeridoo play 2 fiddles, and we had drums come out to the didgeridoo. So it was really like that kind of,
Yeah. Beautiful. So it'll be a great mix, I think. I grew up with a lot of classical.
Oh, okay.
I played the violin for many years.
Oh, wow.
Very good at it, but I grew up.
Surprise actor.
So I think we'll definitely do a really nice balance between that fun, vibrant, great dancing and that elegant vibe. Yeah, I think probably.
Yeah.
Mixing the traditional Middle Eastern music with like, in a way that's modern and, like blending it with, you know.
It's a fusion.
House track.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'd love to get Andre Sawade at our wedding. I mean, I don't know how much he would charge.
Yes, I can have a chat with him. Yeah, he's coming.
We love him.
Okay.
For me, the biggest challenge is going to be the dancing. I'm going to have to start the dancing lesson very soon. You know, I've been to a few Lebanese weddings, like I mentioned, and their biggest challenge is always, you know, all the aunties, everyone bringing you up, and you need it's a performance.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be one of the most fun aspects for my family, you know, friends from Australia.
I can't wait to see her.
See that. I know.
That dance.
Can you imagine?
Oh, it's going to be incredible.
They will love it.
They're going to be blown away. And I think when we talk about destination weddings, what people don't often realize is they are multi-day events. You are hosting people. It's not just a 1-day thing. So what do you plan for the week? What are you thinking?
Where we think we're going to do the wedding is we're going to get 2 nights.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a village, and we're hoping to get 60 people staying with us.
Oh, wow.
So the night before, we'll have everyone, we'll do it like the Layliya.
Yeah.
And that would be very intimate. We think it's best to do the speeches and everything on that night because we spoke about the formalities being done at a wedding.
You know, speeches are not an Eastern thing. We don't have speeches at weddings in Lebanon. And we have sha'ir. We have poetry. They don't actually, it's a Western concept.
Really?
Yes. The Eastern concept is the family presenting poetry to the couple.
Is it?
Yeah, that's why we have.
Maybe we should introduce something.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I think for us,
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it is actually beautiful.
Maybe you should write a poetry for me and
Aww, under the stars.
well, I guess that's where the multicultural aspect kind of plays a role as well, because my family don't understand Arabic. I don't
Yeah.
know Arabic. Obviously some of his family don't speak very well English. So for us to go up and, have long speeches about stories that doesn't
after people wouldn't understand.
They're not going to understand what's going on.
I think just really sharing that time together through other special moments will be more important. And then, like you said, at the dinner the night before, the lady, we can share those special moments, with us.
That's when your friend can say something.
Yeah.
Your mom or whatever. And then
The
the night of the wedding, it becomes a bit less formal and a bit more fun.
You want people up and having a good time.
And
honestly,
sometimes it's like an hour. You're sitting there listening to speak.
No, I know.
And it's beautiful.
But people don't realize, it is not something that many cultures do. We're so used to seeing one type of wedding, I think, and we've kind of adopted these things, which is also great because I do love a good wedding speech. Beautiful. But when it's like 6 people, do you know how many people spoke at my wedding?
8.
I'm going to ask you to take a wild guess. I had 13 people speak at my wedding.
And even if each person spoke for 5 minutes.
It was so overwhelming because everyone wanted to say something, which was really lovely. And I'm so grateful for our grandparents. But I think that it was very overwhelming, and with 550 people in the room, it was intense.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
We saw it on the receiving side and we speak about it. Like every time we experienced it, we're like, 8 hours short.
Yeah.
It's a bit too
much. Know what we want and how to share those special moments. I also really love letters. Yeah. Receiving letters instead. For example, on the night before, again, because my mom, for example, might struggle to convey everything she wants to tell in front of a lot of people, but no.
Those personal notes,
would be
that's beautiful.
Exactly all the things she would
So we imagine the wedding will be imagine the wedding will be Layli and the main event, obviously.
Yeah.
And then before, Victoria will create a website.
Don't worry, we're here to help you out.
And then we will obviously choose our favorite venues, restaurants, beach clubs, bars, and places to see. And then we kind of have a plan on each day. And then people we imagine like that's what we discussed anyway. And people book or don't book. Some people are going to chill on their own. Yeah. That's no pressure. Yeah. And then based on the numbers that have booked or RSVP'd, we make reservations.
That's it. You have your options and then they can pick and choose. I love that because I think, again, it depends where people are traveling from. Your family who are 4 hours out might want to go out and explore. But if you have people coming from Australia or from other parts of the world, it's a bit of a longer trip. They may want to just chill out, and giving people those options is so important. You're very thoughtful. You're a very thoughtful couple, I think. And I think it's going to be a very thoughtful and very considered wedding as well. We mentioned Wedded Week earlier, and that last year you guys saw that it took place. Yeah. And this year it's happening on October 23 to 29. So what Wedded Week essentially is an online expo that takes place for 1 week. And we have partners from 54 countries participating, including Lebanon and the Middle East, where you can actually have a look and shop and book exclusive offers and exclusive opportunities with our partners. So there'll be anything from suits to dresses, bridesmaids, makeup artists. And we have a lot of affiliate partners this year. So we'll have some very big brands. So places that you shop online will also be available.
We're very excited.
So yeah, we're really excited. And so we'll send you all the details, but hopefully this year it'll be a little bit closer and you guys might be able to take advantage of a few of those things.
Like you said, at least, all these places are already vetted. Like
That's right.
Those options are really incredible.
Yeah.
Just filters and, make that journey easier for sure.
Yeah. Well, we're really excited to be part of your journey. Thank you so much for being here with us today and opening up your home.
Thank you.
Here in Sydney.
Thank you.
And like I said, congratulations on everything that you're doing. We're excited to hear about these 4 restaurants over here. We're excited to hear about these 4 restaurants, of course, opening and to continue seeing the Esca Group grow in Australia. And of course, a sprinkle of wedding magic dust may take place. We'll see. We look forward to our concierge assisting in planning your wedding in Lebanon, and we just wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.